Welcome to Toronto.
Yeah, man, thanks.
My name is Kweku Essien from Cecil Global. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer and co-founder of Cecil Global, Africa's property super app. And I'm here with...
My name is Remi Oshikanlu. I'm the developer of Shalom Park Estate in Abidjan, Lagos, Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we're very happy and proud to be partnering with you today on this event in Milton, in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, can you imagine? We boys from Africa here in Canada, we're doing what we have to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you are no stranger to sort of taking your talents elsewhere and sort of really thriving as well. Do you mind giving us a sense of your journey in the real estate game, especially in the U.S., and then moving on to Nigeria?
All right. So my name is Remi Oshikanlu. I'm an attorney by training. I emigrated from Nigeria to the United States in it was 1999, I believe, and set up my own law practice, worked there for a minute, and what we have done was I started working in real estate. As an attorney, I worked on all sides of real estate, which was I represented buyers, I represented sellers, I represented the banks, and I represented developers. Then I started my passion for real estate, which had predated even my going to the US. I've always been passionate about real estate. My father owned real estate in Nigeria. He was a medical doctor before he passed on. By the age of 43, he died at 43, and he had considerable real estate. And that was how we were able to be sustained when I was young. And so I started remodeling houses in the US, then I went into building houses ground up. Our signature project in the US is a 100-unit condo development that we did, a townhouse development in Atlanta, Georgia, and we have other investments in New York that we've built 9 family houses and things like that, and that has been good. But in Lagos, what we're doing in Shalom Park Estate is, if you're familiar with Lagos, we call this New Lagos. There's the Lekki-Epe axis. This is where the Dangote refinery is. That's the biggest refinery in Africa. I think it's cost like $19 billion. It's coming on stream now. We have the Lagos International Airport. It's going to be the Lekki International Airport. It's going to be coming up. The Lekki Deep Sea Port is going to be the newest port in Africa. Is coming up, and the Lekki Free Trade Zone. So we're right in that mix. So Shalom Park is about 10 acres, about 87 plots, completely well laid out, legal documentation done. We have our governor's consent. We have all our paperwork started. We've put up a few buildings, and we've laid out the infrastructure. We have a layout approval from the government, and so that is the thrust now. And what we're doing is we're building semi-detached houses, we're building fully detached houses, and we're building townhouses, and we're building condos. And so that's what we're doing right now, and we're partnering up with Cecil Global to push these products because there's a housing deficit in Africa, and there's a housing deficit in Nigeria. For those that are not familiar, we are 200 million people in Nigeria. We need maybe another 200 million houses. And what we're doing is building good quality, international standard houses. And that's our key. And when I tell people we are affordable, because I've had that, oh, what do you mean you're affordable and it's so expensive? No. We're not looking for extreme profit. But of course, quality comes at a cost. And so we're building quality homes at an affordable price, if you're interested in quality.
Yes.
So, but if you're looking for cheap, we don't do cheap, and we can't do cheap. And so I really wanted to make that point from our last video. Some people said, oh, when they call in and say one house is 85 million, oh my God. But it's no longer going to be 85 million because when we did that video, the dollar in Nigeria was 350 to 1. Today, it's about 580 to 1. I'm not great in math, but I can tell you that 350 is not 580. And if you import everything, you import cement, import fuel, import everything, you just lost, because now what you were going to buy for 10 million is now going to cost you 14 million at the very minimum. And so it's a great investment. You need to to get into it and get busy.
Yeah, and exactly, and the point of quality really is that really for you it's about sort of ensuring that the cost, especially over the long term, is reduced because of the type of quality that you're building. And so that's one of the reasons why we're very sort of excited to work with you on this and push this towards the market, especially towards the diaspora market, where you're at a big opportunity now with respect to FX. And sort of the costs down there in Nigeria, and there's a big opportunity to be part of this. What you said, new Lagos, right? Being a part of a new sort of enclave, new build within sort of Nigeria, which I know a lot of those in the diaspora, Lagos, sort of Nigerian diaspora, are looking forward to sort of coming back home and staying there, and they would prefer to stay in something that is of high quality on that end. So we're really sort of grateful to be sort of partnering with you here today. Perhaps you can just end with a few words again towards those out there in the diaspora who are looking at purchasing something back here in Nigeria. Just a few words for them.
All right, now I'm a man of few words. It's difficult, but as you were talking, we're here in Toronto. Today is April 2nd, 2022. There's a war going on in Ukraine, and I read something where a Nigerian who had lived in Ukraine since he was 19 years old, all his investments are in Ukraine, all his assets are in Ukraine, and today, because of the war in Ukraine, lost everything. He had to run out of Ukraine, and he has now become a refugee in a third-party country. But this is someone that was born in Nigeria. Now, I'm using that as an example. If you ever think that you are absolutely comfortable as an African anywhere in the world, and you have nothing at home, and you think that anything could happen anywhere, and this person wrote an article saying, I regret not having any investment in Africa. Because if that person had built a house or bought an apartment in Nigeria, during this crisis, he could just go back home. And like we always say, there's nowhere like home. So this is important for us. But let's look at the bad news. Even as a Nigerian, I'm telling you, I've lived in America for almost 20 years now. And home is home. Right now, the exchange rate of 580 to 1 gives you an advantage because inflation is not catching up with the exchange rate. It is an advantage that $100,000 is 58 million naira. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Wow. So this is the opportunity for you to come in with people like us, with brand names like Seso Global, where you are not sending money to your cousin or your brother or your sister and you go back and you find out what they did has made you poor. You go with someone or a group that knows what they're doing with legal paperwork. We have attorneys that work for us. The proof of product is there. You can visit our site and you have a place where I guarantee you whatever rate that we quote for you today will be probably 30 to 40% different by the end of the year. So you get in early and you are able to secure something for yourself. So whatever is causing the delay, whatever is causing you to doubt, tomorrow may be too late. Always make that move. You are here abroad. God has blessed you to be able to make money in the United States or in Canada or in the UK. This is the time where you have to start saving for that rainy day. And I just hope that people will take advantage of and come and see what we're doing. Go on Seso Global website, go to the app, pull up, Shalom Park Estate, pull up all our products, and if you have any questions, call them up and they will link you up to us.
Fantastic. No, thank you very much for those words. Those are very powerful words, and we at Seso just concur with those. With that, there's been a big, obviously, brain drain of sort of capital injection in the West, and really, I think, as you mentioned, with all the shocks that we've had, and sort of global shocks that we've had over the years, it just shows you that really, at times, the places that you believe are stable today perhaps may not be stable in the future, and so it's important to hedge your bets, and hedge your bets to which better place than back home, right? Where you do have some friends and family, and you do have some sort of a cultural understanding as well. So, as I said, we at CESO are very happy to partner with Shalom Parks, and please feel free to reach out to us on the description below, the number below, and we're happy to chat with you, and get you in contact with Shalom so that you can have access to quality homes. So again, thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you very much. We look forward to you coming to the paradise in the Lekki Ekpe axis. That's what we call it. All right.
Cheers.
Thanks, Kweku. God bless.